live recording this right now. It is Monday, February 2nd, sometime in the morning. Super Bowl preview, Super Bowl props show, Super Bowl everything. Our last preview of the season. Dylan is talking. He's doing some mime stuff over there. What's going on?
Can I say something before we get started? Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month to you, Dylan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cooper flag went off the other night.
Don't see how that's relevant to the statement I just made. Are we starting with basketball? Are we going to talk about the downfall of BYU? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Carter, I don't even watch the games. I look at, for work, I do a little check of the scores. They're losing to Kansas. They're losing to Arizona. Meanwhile, Michigan, blows Michigan State out of their own court. What's the other one? We beat another ranked team just before that. Who was it? That's a problem. We've beat so many of them. They just all kind of blend together. What's going on there? I watch church ball, and you're sponsored by BetterHelp. You're sponsored by all the Lexapro. You're sponsored by Wellbutrin.
Crumble Cookies probably next.
Yeah, Crumble Cookies coming next. Well, what's going on over there?
Yeah, things aren't good.
That's okay. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. Hopefully.
A lot of season left. It doesn't matter until March.
Well,
kind of matters. Playing between the 4 and the 5 seed right now.
Yeah,
you will make the tournament, right?
No, we'll make the tournament. We're fine.
Okay.
Unlike football, that won't be a discussion. Yeah.
Good one, Connor.
Zinger.
Little Pippen Jordan action right there.
Yeah, but it's like Pippen Jordan action playing against like the 2011 Bobcats. It's like you're gonna win.
Connor, were you gonna say something? I heard you say Dylan.
No, I was just commending you on your BYU approach. That's all.
Oh, thank you. I didn't want to bring up basketball.
No, of course.
Yeah,
Carter's already in that mode, though.
I am in that mode.
Oh yeah, he's out of it. Yeah.
I'm done with football. Like I saw some like college football transfer portal news and like some other crap, and I was like, you know what? I'm good. Just tell me in July. I don't want to hear it.
So, serious question. We joke, well, not really joke. We talk about how the college football season is so drawn out. By the time the national championship comes, it's kind of like we're over it. It feels so far removed from the rest of the season. I think this week off from the NFL rejuvenated me. I feel a little rejuvenated for the Super Bowl. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to eat some good food. We've got a full sheet of props ready. Like, I'm ready for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm ready for the Super Bowl, too. I'm still bummed it's Pat Seahawks.
Why? I think it's going to be fun. That is a matchup no one expected coming into this year.
I'm a little more okay with the Seahawks. Rooting interest, I want the Seahawks bad. I thought about coming on here today and just being a complete masshole of just Pats this, Pats that. I'm just all full Pats.
I thought you just bring in Chase for that.
Yeah, I thought so. But,
is he waiting? Is he waiting in the waiting room?
Yeah.
Like I said, I wanted to go full masshole Pats and everything, but I didn't have any Pats gear to do. I feel like I needed a jersey or something to really do it.
What would have been the purpose of going full Pats fan there? To reverse jinx it because you want the Seahawks to win? Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah,
that was 100% all it was.
One last trick up his sleeve.
Yeah.
For the 2025 season.
That's all. I'm out. That's all I got. We're fully moved on to basketball now, but I'm excited for this matchup and everything. But I am fully rooting for the Seahawks, and not even because of the Seahawks Pats thing. I'm rooting for Sam Darnold. I think this is the coolest story we've had in sports in the last 15, 20 years. It's so cool, especially in the NFL.
I mean, it would be different though if he had transformed into this. But it's not like he transformed into this great. It's kind of similar. I'm getting remnants or thoughts similar to Make-A-Wish, where it's like, okay, we'll give you a great defensive mind as a head coach. We'll give you one of the best defenses. They score nearly every game, and we'll let you claim all of the honor and glory of being the quarterback and not having to do much on a team that wins the Super Bowl, assuming they win.
Were you an NFL fan when he was in the league? I mean, he was the laughingstock quarterback. Like. This is the exact same thing as if Zach Wilson just turned it around in the next 2 years and was playing in the Super Bowl.
But is this more of a talent shift on Sam Darnold's part, or just finally being in a good position to win football games?
I think it's a mix of both.
I think back to the Rose Bowl of 2017. Like we know we have known the talent was there. I watched him in the
you
Rose Bowl, and I was
that's
like,
stupid.
The arm.
That's stupid because you could say that about any quarterback in the NFL. It's like I remember
Josh
when they
Rosen.
played. Yeah, I was about to say I remember when they played against SMU, and that was unbelievable. I remember Josh Rosen coming back against Texas A&M, and like you can't use college for that example. All these guys were effing good in college.
So you're saying he was a bad quarterback at Carolina, at San Francisco, at New York, and he became a good quarterback.
Well,
Is that what you're saying?
Connor, when he was at Carolina, he wasn't good. That defense was good.
He was viewed as like a stopgap of like, oh, Darnold's in here, but, what's Darnold's long-term future? People were talking about, hey, he'll be a career backup the rest of his career. That's how he was discussed. And so for him to come out and start the Super Bowl, I do think is impressive. I don't think that, for example, you throw Zach Wilson in there, I don't think they're in the Super Bowl.
I think there's a lot of quarterbacks you could throw in Seattle, and they're still here.
I think Sam Darnold's made a lot of plays in these playoffs.
I don't think that's totally unfair, but I'm kind of with Connor. Like, the throws he was making in that Rams game, I mean, you talk about Caleb Williams. Yeah, like, Caleb Williams on the Seahawks team, I'm sure they're probably in the Super Bowl and everything. But at the same time, I mean, the Bears held the Rams to, 17 points in the 20 points? It's like Sam Darnold still had to go out and score 30-plus against this Rams team.
For every game you want to reference, like last week against the Rams, we also have to keep in mind the games at Pittsburgh, the game at Los Angeles with 4 interceptions, the game, another game against Los Angeles with 2 interceptions. We can't just look at the really good ones and say, oh, Sam Darnold got so much better. Let's keep in mind the bad ones, too. It's still there. It's still in him. And I'm not – this isn't to – I feel like I'm going to get I know how the clipping strategies work at this company – and it's going to get clipped and misconstrued the wrong way.
This isn't going to get clipped.
He's not a bad quarterback, but I don't think it's all just because the talent that he had when he was at Carolina or New York, all of a sudden he's that much more of a talented quarterback. He has one of the best defenses, one of the most havoc-creating defenses in professional football. That surely helps.
Well, kumbaya. This is one of the better situations in the entire league, without a doubt. And for Sam Darnold's play style and how he plays, this is what he needs to be successful. And you look at New York, it was probably the opposite end of the spectrum where he was set up to fail pretty much from day one. And that's kind of how his career got off to a rocky start. So I'll concede that point, although I don't think there's a ton of quarterbacks you could put in this spot and then still be as successful. I think there's some kind of middle ground.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
No.
Yes.
Well, we've seen him do it. We've seen him in the Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, not this
this year,
Jimmy
though.
Garoppolo at this age. Would have won comeback player of the year, though.
Should have won comeback player of the year, for being
Should have
honest.
won
if it
comeback
wasn't
player.
for MVP candidate Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, exactly. I just think this is a better example of when we talk about dudes going into the draft, and if they go into a bad situation, like they're like, I agree with you, Dylan. I'll concede some of those points and everything, but because the situation does matter just so much going into the draft, and that's why we're seeing Dante Moore, where Dante Moore's like, I'd rather go back to college, make like $10 million, be the guy, probably be the number 1 pick in the draft next year, and avoid going to the New York Jets.
But it's really hard for me to get over the fact that it feels like there's a bit of delaying the inevitable there. Like I think the adjustment from college to the NFL for 95% of guys is just the Jordan Love situation. You have to sit it out, maybe play a couple snaps when there's a blowout, and then 2 or 3 years later you will be ready. Like the talent gap or the talent progression when you get into the NFL is like this, and then it probably goes like this with a tapering off. And it's like, I get what you're saying. Where's he going to go next year? Where's Dante Moore going to go next year? It's going to be another bad team that won 4 games that's looking for a quarterback. It just kind of delays it.
No, but you can get into a situation where a team's quarterback got hurt, the things around there are in place to be good, and then they had injuries throughout the year. They're everything around it's fine.
But aren't those teams, like if a quarterback gets injured in the middle of the year, they're going to be more likely to go find a stop. If everything around them is that good, find a stopgap in the free agent market, trade for one before the trade deadline. Like it feels like that situation you're explaining. When's the last time that's happened? That's a serious question. I Cam Ward, Titans were really bad. Bengals were bad with Burrow. Jags were bad with Lawrence. Chargers were bad with Herbert. Like, I think anytime one of these top quarterbacks goes in the top 5 picks, it's because the team's bad. It's not because there's an injury. And even considering that, if the team around the quarterback that got injured is so good, they're probably not picking in the top 5 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, but I think you can go into situations that are much better than others, whether it's you have the right weapons around you, an offensive line. Like, at least like C.J. Stroud his rookie year's walking into a pretty freaking good situation compared to what Bryce Young went into, compared to what Cam Ward had to deal with.
I think that's fair. I think we can agree the sweet spot to be drafted as a quarterback is anywhere from 12 to 20, and you sit behind Matt Stafford for a year. Well, we see how that worked out for him. 5 interceptions in a divisional playoff game.
Made the playoffs.
Bo Nix had a pretty good situation. Caleb Williams wasn't bad. Talking about recent quarterbacks.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, it's funny because people talk about rookie year Caleb Williams, like his situation was this awful, awful nightmare and everything. It's like he still had pretty good weapons. Like, offensive line wasn't great, but it's like, I think that Ben Johnson solved a lot of problems there.
Well, I was going to say it's more the coaching than I think the surrounding team.
Yeah. I think so too. I think the Panthers were dealing with a coaching, owner, offensive line, wide receiver, and running back problem.
It is amazing. I have to commend you guys. We're doing a Super Bowl show, and somehow we found a way to talk about the Panthers.
I got it now.
This will come back to bite you next year when they're in the Super Bowl, Dylan.
Yeah, I was going to say. We're going to on what Monday? We're going to have to do 2027 Super Bowl predictions, and
oh brother, I can't wait.
And
Titans Panthers.
I'd be down for that. I mean, you have Robert Saleh.
I don't want to talk about it.
Did you see him call the season ticket holder?
I saw. I was scrolling. I saw it come up on my feed. I just scrolled past it.
Kept on going.
It was very awkward.
Prove me wrong, Brian Dable. I don't like that hire either. We don't need to talk about it this show. We can do it.
Oh, can I take a victory lap?
Sure.
F the Bills and F their fans. I was getting trashed. Being like, you don't know about Joe Brady.
Idiot.
You don't know about the Buffalo Bills. Suck it. Just flat out suck it. Because I called that left, right, and center. They fired Sean McDermott because they knew Joe Brady was going to go on and go be a head coach at Tennessee or Cleveland or wherever else, Arizona. He was going to go take a head coaching job. They didn't want to lose Joe Brady. And they're like, you know what? It's stale with McDermott. Allen likes Joe Brady. We're going to elevate Brady to head coach. And all these Bills fans are just whining and complaining and be like, you're an idiot. You don't know Bills football. If they bring Joe Brady, we riot. The Bills are going to be effing fine with Joe Brady. They're going to be good. And all of a sudden, you're going to revere him as a head coach. He's going to be this offensive genius that everyone loves in the league. It's going to be fine in Buffalo. I actually feel great about the Bills going into next year with Brady.
If things are getting stale with your head coach and you fire your head coach and then you bring in the offensive coordinator to be the head coach of that same regime, that's kind of like getting rid of the expired graham crackers and then buying the ones at Kroger that expire in 10 days. No? That's what this feels like.
I think that's a decent analogy, but I just think that, I mean, with the coordinators, you're just calling plays, though, at that point. Like,
that's it.
I just don't think people like Sean McDermott anymore. We're listening to him. Like, people, if Joe Brady has a good rapport with the players, it makes more sense. And then all these Bills fans are like, oh, all he does is call wide receiver screens on 3rd and 9s. He's terrible. You have Shavers, Keon Coleman. They had an entire press conference just to crap on Keon Coleman. That's how bad your wide receiver room is.
Joe defended him. He defended him after that. He said, hey, that's our guy.
Did he have a choice?
I don't know, but hey, leader of men. Leader of men, Joe Brady. Did we consider that maybe the Saudi Arabian funding of Sean McDermott's contract expired and that's why he was fired?
I don't think that money ever expires.
I was going to say.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Oh, boy.
Lifetime.
Do we see Sean
McDermott dollar amount? They just have just the years. That's it.
Infinite.
Yeah.
Money sign, infinite.
We desperately need to see Sean McDermott coaching in the Saudi flag football thing that like Brady and Gronk and all those guys are doing.
Check his address. It's Riyadh.
Or if we find out later on that McDermott left the Bills to go coach in the Saudi Flag Football League.
So yeah, we had to part ways with Sean. His mind was elsewhere during the last back half of the season.
Oh man,
Sean
Carter, you cannot keep me waiting for Fat Guy Minute.
Oh, I was going to do that at the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll save it for the end of the show. We got Inside Karterkast, more of a Fat Guy Minute. Very funny. So
can I go Inside Karterkast too then?
Let's do it at the end.
Okay, fine.
Let's get the boring stuff out. Let's do the Super Bowl stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do the game preview.
Let's do the work, and then we'll get to the play.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Do we have anything else in the NFL we wanted to touch on, or anything else in sports before we move on?
Dylan Robert Saleh, Titans head coach. Can we just get a quick reaction?
Connor, I feel like we brought this up. Were you not there, Connor?
No,
I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah, we did bring it up. I just wanted to re-bring it up.
Yeah, really bad. I don't understand how you look at somebody that was a really bad head coach of the Jets and then coached one of the worst defenses in San Francisco this year. Granted, injuries, sure, I give him that. And then you go hire him as your head coach and how you're excited about that with a young, I'm going to say talented quarterback. I don't think that's a crazy opinion.
No.
You get a defensive-minded head coach. Yeah, not a fan of that. And then you get Brian Daboll as an offensive coordinator who's had success where people are trying to tell me, oh, he made Daniel Jones look like a star. Oh, well, he looked like a star this year in Indianapolis too. So I don't know if that was much of Daboll's working opposed to Daniel Jones maybe just being a decent quarterback, and the situation in New York was hurting him. So, and we talked about it in the group chat. Daboll, offensive coordinator of the Browns, ranked 31st in scoring back in the late 2000s or 2010s or whatever it was.
Wait.
Dolphins, bad. Anywhere he goes, the offense is bad. So I don't know why we're sitting here and saying, oh, I like this hire. I thought you guys were trying to be like funny in the group chat. There's nothing to like about it.
I think he did as good of a job possible with that defense.
I don't want as good of a job possible. That's not what I want for my offensive coordinator.
I'm talking about Saleh.
I don't want that as a head coach. As good of a job possible. I don't.
Dylan,
no.
Did you see the Schefter news just now? Check your phone. Will Levis, starting quarterback of the Titans.
Adam Schefter, the NFL will return to Madrid, Spain to play regular season games at Bernabeu Stadium. I like Will Levis. But you're pulling my chain. You're trying to get me there. Not funny. It's February 2nd, not April 1st, buddy.
But
I honestly wouldn't hate that news.
Yeah, you should. You should, because he's terrible.
Anyhow, well, he's injured, so.
He's terrible. Terrible.
Anyhow, is this what you wanted? When you asked that question, is this what you wanted?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. Honestly.
We have the second most cap space. That's what I'm holding out hope for. Reds signed Eugenio Suarez. We're back. We got a big bat, big cleanup bat.
Let's go. The Titans could afford him?
Oh, yeah. Titans could afford him. I'm surprised the Reds could, though. That was my worry. We have a lot of cap space. Let's make it work. I don't like the hires. Prove me wrong. That's what I have to say.
Yeah. Pete Alonso, Oriole.
Normally, I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm cautiously pessimistic this time.
Temper your expectations. That way, if something good happens, it's just a bonus.
Yep,
cherry on top.
Exactly. I had a psychology professor. So when I was in high school, I took college classes at the local community college.
The commenters are furious.
My psychology professor said the key to happiness was low expectations. And he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Sad, but kind of right.
You guys want to talk the Super Bowl?
I guess.
Sure.
If we keep going, it's going to turn into Inside Karterkast, and then we're going to be like, oh, yeah, by the way, I think Seahawks win. And that would be the preview.
Seahawks win, Pats cover.
Yeah, you nailed it.
All right, now we're moving on.
All right, let's do it. Super Bowl preview. Seahawks, Pats. Seahawks minus 4.5, over under 45.5. Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. The Patriots have played in blizzards and freezing cold all playoffs long. Seahawks played at home, nice and pretty decent weather in Seattle. Dylan, the Seahawks are a 4.5-point favorite. On the last show we did, you said, spoiler, you love the Seahawks. I love them big. Do you still feel the same way a week out from the game?
I do. And here's the reason why. I think We hear a lot about the Patriots schedule, one of the easiest schedules. I don't know the exact number. And this is not a slam on Patriots, the Patriots or the Patriots fans. This is a huge overperformance. That's not really the word I'm looking for. The Patriots exceeded expectations this year. Just the fact that they are here is a win. But I do think that the talent and the schedule they face so far does not set them up very well for facing a Seahawks team where the defense is going to be suffocating. The defense, I think the big thing for the Seahawks is the defense can score at any time. That they can cause havoc up front. Pick six is always in play. I think the Seahawks win. I think they win big here. We're going to get into props later, and a lot of the props I have are there because I think the game script is going to be the Seahawks are going to blow the Patriots out. Official pick, under.
Okay. Dylan, I got to say, last preview show of the season, it's been a ride. It's been a fun back and forth all year. We've disagreed on plenty of things. I'm in alignment with you on this one. I think it's going to come down to the Seattle defense, and as long as Sam Darnold doesn't lose them the game, the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. As long as Sam Darnold doesn't completely implode and throw 3 picks and give Drake May and the Patriots a short field, which we've seen already in these playoffs multiple times, as long as he does enough and is just average, they're going to win the game. They're the more talented team. The defense is great. I think they finished number 1 in defensive DVOA this year. And the biggest thing that I want to point to is I don't think the Patriots O-line is going to be able to give Drake May enough time to throw the ball, to throw some of those deep balls. Because as good as Drake May is at throwing long shots down the field, you've got to give the receivers time to run the route. And I don't think Mike McDonald and that defense is going to let that happen. So I'm going Seattle here. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a blowout. I actually think it's going to be a pretty boring Super Bowl. I think this is going to be pretty forgettable. I think it's going to be reminiscent of the 13-3 Patriots-Rams in 2019. I think there's going to be 4 or 5 big plays that we maybe can point back to, but in 5 years, this will kind of be an afterthought. I don't think it's going to be one of those instant classics. So I'm going Seahawks, low-scoring game. But yeah, Seahawks and they cover.
Karter, before you go, I'm going to speak to what Connor said real quick because if I had to take one thing for cider total, it's going to be under. I think it's 45.5 now. They both play slow, averaging 63.5 offensive snaps per game. Seattle is. The Patriots averaging 65. Neither team throw the ball that much. The Patriots almost 59% of plays. Seahawks 52.5% of plays they're throwing the ball. The Seahawks defense, I think first in rush EPA allowed, fifth in drop back EPA allowed. Neither efficient on third down, neither efficient in the red zone. I think to speak to your point, Connor, you say boring.
Boring for the average fan.
Yes, for your the Neanderthalic fans out there. Like, ooh, give me points. Ooh, rare.
Well, with you talking about the over/under, if you think the Seahawks are going to blow them out, do you worry about garbage points coming in from the Pats?
No, because I think we see Josh Dobbs action.
Because I was about to say, I feel like we're getting into a situation where it's, let's say Seahawks are absolutely smoking them. It's like 31-7, in the fourth quarter. And then you're going to be losing your mind when the Pats are just going down the field. You're going to be texting us freaking out when the Pats are going down the field and they get some garbage touchdown, a garbage 2-point conversion to just cover the over.
That would be terrible.
Number one, I don't think Vrabel will do that to us. Vrabel's got us hard-nosed guys in mind that, like under running the ball.
Though, go for 2.
Well, what kind of analytics are what? Now it depends if there's 10 seconds left.
What do you mean?
No. Go for 2. What'd you say? 31-7.
Window dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely go.
No,
for 2.
I'm not buying it.
Make it a 2-score game.
You have to.
I'm not buying it.
2.
Under. Vrabel's got us in mind. He's an unders guy. I just know it.
I'm looking here. A lot of the does it worry you guys that the public is on the Seahawks too?
Public wins some.
Yeah. Public. Maybe it's time for the public to win some.
I swear they win.
They're. I think maybe is the year the public gets to the side, right? Because I think everybody and their mother's going to be betting the over and betting all these props and
Coin
I'm
toss.
going to do the same game parlay. It's not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that was going to be my greater point was in a game like this where I just don't think the side spread or anything really matters that much because all the money's going to be made on stupid props. people are going to be sitting there betting Rashid Shaheed 30 rush yards.
Oh, 100%. Wow. And that's what the Super Bowl's for. That's why it's such a grand event. You know, I go in expecting to lose a couple $100.
Couple hundred?
Yeah. Well, not
Karter,
this year.
how much are you betting?
The old me.
Oh,
maybe
the
would
old
have done that.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
couple hundred.
You know what? I'm gonna make an announcement. I will not be betting the coin toss this year.
Okay.
No.
What do we do? What? Karter Bits over here. Why? Why do you say that? Is Billie Jean King flipping it again?
I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about it. I think it's because of ice. I don't feel comfortable betting the coin toss because of ice. Because
you think they're going to be there?
You didn't hear they're flipping the coin.
No, they're not. I actually Google searched when we were talking. I was like, "Who's flipping the coin this year?" That's information Karter is going to want to know. And all I got was, "Shout out Google AI Overview, the head referee."
Yeah, that's not.
So that's the answer I got.
That's not happening.
Yeah, there's got to be an honorary something somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Daddy Yankee, Chapel Roan,
Bad Bunny, big night last night.
How much stock do we put into this being the first good weather game the Pats have played? Where
I think the talent disparity is so big, it's not even going to make a difference.
But the offense, any offense in any of those Pats games was abysmal. And some of that was because the offensive lines were terrible, or it was Jarrett Stidham. The other side of that was the weather was just absolutely disastrous. Do we think we could see Drake May coming in here now that he's not playing in a blizzard and put up a Drake May performance like we've seen this season?
If you were going to make the change from bad weather to good weather a positive for the offense, then you're going to have to use it as a negative for the defense, because all I've heard in the media is the Patriots defense suffocating all throughout the playoffs. You have to reverse that logic and say, well, maybe the offense will look better, but the defense is going to take a hit then.
I think that's a great point, because that's what I've been saying all playoffs is this Pats defense isn't as good as look, I know what the numbers say, I know what they've given up, I know the turnovers and everything, but the blizzards have really helped this Pats defense. But at the same time, Drake May's better than an 80-yard per game quarterback, but you're playing in a blizzard like that, you can't throw the ball at all. I also understand that part of it as well. Do we also think the Seahawks offensive line might not hold up the best against the Pats? Are we worried about Darnold getting under a little pressure in this game?
As long as he starts the game on a hot note, on a nice note, I think he'll be all right. I really do.
Because
in the Rams game,
see
that
a world,
Baughan,
Connor, say you're betting the Seahawks by 4.5. Sam Darnold comes out first drive, throws a classic Sam Darnold pick. Are you sitting there going, immediately you think you just lost and the Seahawks are cooked, right?
Oh, yeah. First drive, yeah. I think a lot of Sam Darnold's, especially in a big game like this, it's like how you start off. It's like, I'm going to settle in the groove and I'm going to make these throws down the field. And like I said in the Rams game, that Baughan Shaheed, I think, really set that game, set the tone for it. So that would worry me a little bit. I'd be getting little flashbacks. And then Dylan would come on here and take a victory lap.
Of course.
This is a no-lose game for Dylan. He's betting the Seahawks, but he's also crap-talked Sam Darnold, so you can't lose.
Play the music. Play the hits. Seahawks win, Pats cover.
You don't think it's going to be a blowout?
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be closer than what people expect. I think it's going to be, my final score is 21-17. Just simple as that. And I kind of agree with Connor. Even though it's going to be, the score at the end is going to be closer and whatnot, I still think this is a forgettable Super Bowl.
Well, couldn't you just see where we look back after this game and it's like, oh, there was a strip sack on Drake May, and there was one big, long 50-yard completion to Matt Collins, and then Kenneth Walker runs one in, and Darnold ices the game to JSN, and there's like 4 plays, and that's all we remember.
You forgot one play.
What happened after halftime till the fourth quarter?
Yeah, you forgot how the game starts with an A.J. Barner touchdown.
Oh.
Now, is this a sneak, or is this a actual pass completion? How are we getting in the end zone here?
Either way.
Well, I know
Karter double dipping.
It cashes the bet either way, but I'm asking you what do you think happens?
I think it's a throw. I think it's a little play action rollout. They're loading the box on Kenneth Walker. Sam Darnold has a beautiful fake, and then bam, A.J. Barner wide open in the end zone.
This is important to note. but I can't quite remember. What college did he go to?
I think Sharon Moore was the coach of the same college, right?
Head coach?
At the time, but he was the head coach of the school.
Well, surely they wouldn't let a guy like that become head coach. Surely he would do your background, right?
Well, Mike McDonald, also a great guy all around. He's the head coach of this team, too. So, PEMDAS, it cancels out. Yeah, so. Still not getting an answer on what team Barner played for in college. If the Seahawks win this game, it counts as 2 bowl wins for the Big Ten. I hope we know that. And I'm counting it as a national championship for Michigan as well.
So the Big Ten, so if the Pats win, ACC gets a Super Bowl?
That's right.
Mike Vrabel went to Ohio State, right? So that there's no. I guess Big Ten's in a win-win right now.
Carolina, you're going to lose to you're going to let a Carolina quarterback win a Super Bowl?
You're going to let a Mac Brown coached quarterback win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's much better point.
Because of the coaching of a Big Ten guy.
Was Matt Collins? Was he? Who was the coach with Matt Collins?
I think he was Fedora. It was either him or Butch Davis. I'm pretty sure it was Fedora.
Yeah, you're going to let a Larry Fedora wide receiver?
Hold on, I'm looking this up. It was one of them.
Named after a hat.
Oh, you guys keep going. I'm going to find this about Matt Collins.
When was he at Carolina?
I think like 2017. Yeah, 2016.
So it has to be Larry Fedora.
Yeah, Butch Davis was before him, so it's got to be Larry Fedora.
Was it Williams? When was Williams the quarterback?
That was early, 2013. So this 2013. Matt Collins was Fedora, yeah. Fun times.
Anyhow, all right. Well, yeah, I got the Seahawks still winning this game. So we're going game day graphic. We're all picking the Seahawks.
I think it's also why you brought the weather. Go ahead.
You're going Patriots.
I said Seahawks win.
But
we don't do this show on congratulate
spreads. 200 money minus 200 money line. Let's go. Woo!
I don't care about the gambling part of this. I'm talking about just winning the game.
Then I can't wait for next year. Every single heavy favorite, every single minus sign is getting put on my card.
We could just
go for it. Do it.
We could just say that all the odds are plus 100 and then just track our units that way.
I'm going to take neither quarterback to throw for 5+ touchdowns minus 20,000.
What if Sam Darnold did?
He's not going to. I'll go ahead and do that one for you. He's not going to.
Anything else on this game before we get into props? I feel like it's
I got a little bit.
Go for it.
Well, I was going to say, you brought up the weather. I think it's worth mentioning that, yeah, I get it with the New England offense playing in the blizzard, but I think something has to be said that Seattle has the momentum. They're coming off a 30-whatever point game against the Rams. They're in a flow. They just put up the points. Sam Darnold was dicing up. Meanwhile, the Pats are coming off that blizzard game where they couldn't move the ball to no detriment of their own. It's not their fault it snowed a bajillion inches, but they're not in a flow. And plus, something we haven't brought up yet, do you guys put any sort of credence into Drake May's shoulder injury? Like, is this something serious? He's held out of practice this past week. They're saying illness. They're saying shoulder. Apparently, people are worried about it.
This is Sam Darnold oblique 2.0.
Is it?
Yes. I'm not worried about it at all.
Are we getting an injury report off? Like, is Sam Darnold still on the injury report for his oblique? And it's Vrabel and McDonald, Ohio State versus Michigan strategy head-to-head. Who are we going to keep? Which quarterback are we going to keep on the injury report the longest?
Yeah, I think both these quarterbacks are going to be just fine. It's like when we talked about
mental warfare.
That Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl 2 years ago. It's like, oh, Mahomes, he's got that sprained ankle. I don't know if he's going to be okay for this game. And then he got shot up with some horse pills, and he's fine.
Yeah. I think you guys said that. I didn't.
They're going to inject Aunt Michael May's baking cookies with some sort of injection. That's how they're going to hide it.
Prednisone.
And also the thing with the Pats is if the shoulder injury, if there's anything to it, I mean, it can only be a negative. That's the thing. Whether or not there's any truth to it, there's no positive side of that. It's either a negative or I guess nothing. But even when Drake May's been healthy, they're 10th out of 14 playoff teams in EPA. Like, they haven't been great in the playoffs. So, to couple that with the Seattle defense, as much as I love Drake May, I think we may just be a couple years early on him actually winning one. And do I think he'll be back in the future? Yes, it's the Patriots. Oh, yeah. It's the effing New England Patriots. He'll play in a couple more, but I don't think this is the year he wins one, unfortunately for him.
I mean, you can say that, but this was the best path ever to the Super Bowl, the easiest path ever to a Super Bowl.
Mike McDonald's going to have
You're not going to have this path again.
Pretzel.
He's never going to have a path like this ever again.
Yeah, but he's also. This is probably the worst he's going to be.
He'll get better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The team as a whole will keep getting better, I think.
Inexperienced in a big game like this. Didn't play a ton of great defenses this year. Inconsistent run game. O-line inconsistent. Couple that with the shoulder injury that can only be a negative. I think there's too many things stacked up against him this year. I'm sorry, Drake.
Sunday, the weather's going to be the high of 65, low of 46. Brutal.
That's a big window. That's kind of a cop-out for the meteorologists.
I could have gone and project. Yeah, we've talked about this. I could go and project that.
It's
going to be
San
between
Francisco?
30 and 70.
Yeah. I'm going to guess probably clear skies.
Mostly cloudy.
Electromagnetic fields within a mile. I'll go ahead and guess that. Put that in the forecast. Everybody leaving there is going to sprain their soft tissue when they leave.
Are we possibly looking at another AFC dynasty? Like, at this point, I would have to think if you're a fan of an AFC team, you have to feel like, wow, I'm a part of the best conference. So compared to the NFC, where it's like, not really a super strong team. Like, I would hate to be a fan of a team in the NFC right now.
What? Doing those little old Patriots, those underdog pesky Patriots that got to the Super Bowl and had a terrible history.
Well, I'm just saying now, Kansas City, I think what we saw from Kansas City this year is a bit of an outlier. Buffalo, if we think Joe Brady's going to be good. Like, there's all these AFC teams that are super strong. So if you're a fan of an AFC team, you're feeling really good about, hey, you know what? AFC's strong. It might be tough to get to where you need to go, but we're strong. NFC, like, if let's say you were to fall into a playoff spot and you were a fan of that team, it's kind of like, wishy-washy. The NFC is not that good. Should I even be proud of being a fan of an NFC team?
I don't know about that. I think it's more so about these underdog Patriots. Like, nobody believed in them.
Nobody believed in them.
I mean, it was. Just the grind. I mean, Dylan, I don't know if you know this about the Patriots. No other team has had to play this good of defenses on the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's actually maybe the greatest path ever to a Super Bowl. I mean, because they always talk about defense wins championships, defense wins in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, man. I mean, the fact that Drake May was able to overcome this Denver defense in a blizzard and throw for over 80 yards. 80.
That's a lot.
He almost threw for a full football field. Like, that's crazy. This Pats run has just been unbelievable. I mean, genuinely, I think this Pats run probably the best run we've ever seen, at least in my lifetime. When else have you seen teams go out and just absolutely dominate against the top defenses in the NFL? I mean, it's crazy what the Pats have done.
And what better franchise for it to happen to, guys?
I
know,
the Patriots. Never been here. They've never been here. It's been years. I mean, decades. It feels like since the Pats have been here. And for a team that's had little to no success in their history,
small market,
and the best part is it's like there's such a tortured fan base with their other sports as well, where it's like they don't get any championships in basketball or baseball,
hockey.
NHL. It doesn't matter. Like this is like the Browns going to the Super Bowl. Really, really proud of them.
It couldn't happen to a better group of people either. I know the New England type of people, they're, very nice and kind, and they don't really yell. Yeah, very humble. So you got to feel happy for them. I hope they know what to do with this kind of fame.
Finally, the New England Patriots have a superstar quarterback for the next 15, 20 years. Like
White quarterback. I mean, when's the last time the Patriots had a white quarterback? That's something we have to consider. It's been a while.
That just halted the train tracks on that one.
Good. I want to get the props.
All right. Real quick.
I've got a whole page.
Score prediction?
21-17 Seahawks.
I'm going to go 20-13 Seattle.
35-7 Seattle.
Wow.
And the 7's trash time.
Is that Josh Dobbs or Drake May?
That's Josh Dobbs. That's Josh Dobbs' touchdown.
I'm on SeatGeek right now. Shout out. Use code Karterkast, $20 off your first purchase.
You'll need it.
You'll need it for the Super Bowl. How much do you think what's the cheapest ticket price after fees on SeatGeek right now for a Super Bowl ticket?
I was going to go 3,700.
37. Dylan, what'd you say?
42.
46.25 for the cheapest ticket.
Zip.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
I do love this whole move from the NFL, bring NFL, make it global. We want more fans, more fans, more fans. And then the biggest game of the NFL season is just a corporate conglomerate. I'm trying to think of a term appropriate for a family-friendly show.
Cluster fudge.
Hug fest. Yeah, we'll go hug fest.
Let me ask one more question before we get into props. Drake May was at the last Super Bowl at Levi Stadium. Panthers-Broncos. He was there as a Panther fan. Panthers lost that Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Anything to put in there? Anything to add there? He's playing in a Super Bowl. Also crazy. It's just casual. Like, yeah, Drake May was at the Super Bowl game. Like, oh, that would have been nice.
Like drop a quick little $4,000.
Yeah, just like travel to Santa Clara during Super Bowl week.
Well, that was before Luke May hit the shot. Yeah, maybe parents just had some funding.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Roy Williams, gave Luke a little, extra. Be like, hey, Luke, we'll say you're a walk-on. His dad set
a bunch of ACC records at Carolina football. So
yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, Luke May, we'll pretend you're a walk-on, but actually, we're gonna pay you $100,000 to just, chill. I wouldn't put that out there, but
yeah, no, of course,
no, but Drake May, he's 0 for 1 at Super Bowls at Levi Stadium.
I'd be worried about that electromagnetic field from 10 years ago, honestly.
Knock on wood. Karter caught it. Anyhow, all right, Dylan. I'll quit blabbering on because clearly you're annoyed. Clearly you don't want to have any other discussion. You just want to get to props. So open up your call sheet app and talk about how you've got Bad Bunny this, Bad Bunny that.
Well, I'm not going to start with that. I'm going to start with the props you can bet at sportsbooks. How are we doing this? Are we going through the full list and you guys interrupt whenever you have comments on them?
Just give me your top ones you like, and then we can run through them. Like, we'll play a little popcorn right now. Give me some your favorite ones.
My number one favorite prop to bet in the Super Bowl, even though the odds are awful, it's you're not getting value. I'm saying that talking to the user right now, you're not getting value on this. It's just fun. Over 2.5 players to have a pass attempt in the Super Bowl. My favorite prop of all time, and I think there's a couple paths we go here. Yes, Karter.
Did you see the Cooper Flag posted on Cooper Kupp posted on Instagram of him throwing a pass?
That is exactly where I was going. Kupp has a pass attempt for Seattle this year, although it was an interception. They didn't try another one after that. That worries me a little bit. But Chisholm for New England has a pass, and if this gets bad, I really do think we could see Drew Lock. We could see Josh Dobbs. Dobbs has thrown a pass in 4 games this year. Vrabel's been pretty quick to put him in, so I don't know if that changes during the Super Bowl. Over 2.5 players to have a pass attempt. That's my first.
A little AJ Barner fake tush push, toss over the line, Derrick Henry style.
Oh, Connor, you're speaking my language now. That's awesome.
I think Dylan's rooting for a Drake May injury. I think that's what's going on
here.
He's talking about the electromagnetic fields and being like, oh, we need to get the backups in.
If this happens because of injury, I will donate my winnings to charity.
Okay, all right, I'll remember that.
There will be some lucky charity that will be getting $17.50.
I was going to say $9.28.
Funny guy. Kickoff return for a touchdown, 22-1. The Seahawks can 100% do this. Off the back of that, Seahawks defense special teams touchdown plus 550 at DraftKings. They've scored a touchdown, it feels like, in half the games this year. An interception to occur in the red zone, plus 330 at DraftKings. You're telling me that's not a bet just made for Sam Darnold?
That's nice. I like that.
I like that. That's a good one. Where
that's
was that
Sam
at?
Darnold bet. DraftKings, plus 330. So the ball spot has to be in the red zone. It's not the interception happens in the red zone. The spike, or not the spiking, the hiking of the start of the play has to begin in the red zone.
Okay.
Yes. So I have Ramondre Stevenson under 16.5 miles per hour top ball carry speed, minus 105 at DraftKings.
I like that.
The guy's not fast. He's not the lateral back. He's going to be running between the tackles unless he breaks one off, and I don't even think he's going to. I think he averages 15-plus mile per hour speed as a ball carrier per game. I mean, even that, you can have that and still not get over 17.5 or 16.5. So I'm going under Ramondre Stevenson, 16.5 miles per hour. Top ball speed as a ball carrier, however you want to word that. I have Travion Henderson to log the fastest ball carry speed, 10-1 at DraftKings. He's not getting the usage, but if he rips one off, I think he has 2 of the top 20 fastest ball carry speeds this season. I think he's like number 6 and number 20 or number 6 and number 18. The guy is fast. It's pretty much a bet on him ripping one off. Darnold interception -125. Have to do it at Bet365. And then my last actual prop, Drake May to have a 50-plus yard completion +340 at FanDuel. Yes, Connor?
I have that as well. Great bet.
When the Seahawks played the Rams last week, the Seahawks allowed 226 deep passing yards to Matthew Stafford. It was the third highest mark by a defense in a decade. Drake May, we know he loves the deep ball. He's very good at throwing it. Drake May, 50-plus yard completion, +340. Those are all winners.
That sounds pretty good. It's a good little spread
winners.
there, Dylan.
I like a lot of those.
Thank you.
Connor, go ahead.
Let me get through the normal ones. Yeah. So first things first. Let me just get it out of the way. Octopus is 14-1. Not feeling it this year. Not feeling it this year.
Really?
14-1?
That's what it was when I hit it on Jalen Hurts. I think it was
but that makes more sense with like Hurts or Barkley or something like that. Like if you're in an Octopus this year, it's like, okay, you're not really going like maybe Kenneth Walker, but then it's like, okay, you're going double in Jigba, but
it would need to be like JSN, yeah. But it makes no sense because even the Patriots, like they're going to spread the ball around somebody new every play. It feels like.
Carter, you should probably be taking that bet if you think they're going to score trash touchdown and then 2-point conversion because the analytics say so.
No, 14-1's terrible odds for that.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it this year. I wouldn't advise. As the Octopus expert,
that was huge because I thought you were going to say yes.
No, I can't give the green light this year. All right, I'll go a few here. Elijah Arroyo over a half a reception. Tight end for the Seahawks. Backup tight end. Athletic guy. He was out the last few weeks of the season. Got activated last week. I think he'll be in on 2 tight end sets. I think he's pretty good at catching the ball. He's had multiple games this year with 2-3 targets. I think he'll at least get a target or 2 in this spot. I could see like a bootleg rollout, 2 tight end heavy set. He's wide open in the flat. So I like that. Drake May over 20.5 completions. I think if there's any credence to what we've been saying where it's like, oh, Seahawks defense is going to dominate, Drake May's shoulder might not be right, I think that leads to a lot of 7-8 yard completions, Stephon Diggs, Booty, whoever. 6 to 7 yard completions. So I like Drake May 20.5 completions. One of my favorite players in this game that I want to bet on is Matt Collins. I mean, there seems like there's at least one deep ball to Matt Collins every game. I wouldn't touch his reception numbers, but over 24.5 receiving yards, even money, love that bet. 50+ is +320. Dylan.
How would you feel if I proposed Matt Collins over receiving yards, under receptions parlay?
Oh, a little negative correlation.
I mean, that's got to be something like 6-7 to 1.
Under 2.5 receptions, 50-60+ yards, perfect.
Okay,
I would like to do.
I'm making a note of that.
No, Dylan, switch that. I wouldn't do it with Matt Collins because he can get those like 5-yard receptions. I think that's a Shaheed play.
Oh, Shaheed, but that I think you're right.
You do Shaheed like 80 yards and then Shaheed under 2.5 receptions.
Why not both? I'm the little Mexican child in the taco commercial. Why not both?
We'll lift you up.
Yeah,
Hurrah!
Why not both?
I got a few more here on the normal props. Drake May 20+ yard rush attempt. That's +290. I could see, especially if they're losing, he breaks one off to the side. They're playing drop coverage. Maybe they're down 2 scores and he runs 20 yards. I think if he breaks one on the edge too. Travion Henderson also 20+ yard rush attempt. That's +500 if he breaks one off. Don't mind that. I think he'll get 6 or 7 carries in this game.
It'll be something like that. Yeah.
Will the New England Patriots rush for a touchdown? Yes is -130. I think that's worth laying a little bit of juice. Drake may scramble on the edge. They're inside the 10. He's going to be looking to run. I think that's worth it. Oh, you guys don't like that one.
No, I'm trying
Number
to
one
think.
rush defense.
I don't hate it. I mean, I definitely like it more than taking like effing Ramondre Stevenson anytime touchdown.
Well, right. I would want Drake May included in this, or even a Henderson or whoever. Drake May longest completion, 35+ yards is even money. I think that's worth it. Sam Darnold over 2.5 rush attempts is also +102. I think he'll scramble a couple times. He can move.
Let me write that down.
Yep. So that's even money over 2.5 rush attempts. Cooper Kupp over 32.5 yards, and Cooper Kupp 5+ receptions is +310. 7+ receptions is +1200. I think this Pats defense in Christian Gonzalez is going to do all they can to contain JSN. I think he's going to get most of the attention from that defense, and rightfully so. But a guy like Cooper Kupp being your number 2 with the experience, with the sure hands, I think he's going to get a ton of work in this spot, especially on those 7, 8 yard, check downs right across the first down marker. Darnold's going to look his way a lot. So I like that.
That's a good list.
Thank you.
I'm going to go.
And I've got, real quick, Seahawks 5+ sacks is plus 450. 6+ sacks is plus 830. The Pats have allowed 5 sacks to Denver, 5 sacks to Houston, and 5 sacks to the Chargers in these playoffs. Through 3 playoff games, that's the second most sacks a quarterback has taken in a postseason ever. Only behind Joe Burrow, who had 19, or I think, 19 in 2019, and there's still 1 game left. So Drake May can go ahead and break that record. So
I'm going to piggyback off that because there's 2 that I forgot to say. Derek Hall sack plus 280, Uchenna Nwosu sack plus 225. Those are 2 guys I think are going to line up against Will Gamble. I'm going with those 2 guys to get a sack.
Arms too short.
Too short arms.
So with the Pats, it's funny because we go in the Super Bowl, one of these random cast of characters comes out and scores a touchdown in these games, whether it's like the Chiefs Mecole Hardman type deal or when Juju stinks, Juju all of a sudden scores a touchdown, Sky Moore. One of these random Pats guys are scoring in this game. They have too many of them is the issue, where it's like you could go Kyle Williams, you could go Pop Douglas, you could go Matt Collins, Austin Hooper. I want to take so many of these random Pats guys to score that are like 6-1, 8-1.
You got to pick the right one. You got like a 20% chance. You got like 1 of 5 options.
I will say my favorite anytime touchdown score, A.J. Barner. Don't overthink this one. A.J. Barner is getting in that box on Sunday. A.J. Barner, anytime touchdown. And I would take him for first, but I'm going to do more fun stuff for first touchdown. Connor, Drake May rush yards. I love it. You did talk about the 20+ rush yard attempt. Just it's flat out rush yards. I love that as well. Just take it straight. He's going to be scrambling for his life in this game. He's going to have to, and if the Pats are going to win, he's going to have to do it with his legs in this game as well. That Pats offensive line's not going to hold up. I love Drake May rush attempts and
what are you saving
like
yourself for? Also, just put your body on the line. This is it. And plus, Carter, going off that, I didn't write this down. I should have. I think it's on DraftKings. I think it was like 2-1 or 3-1. It was Drake May to either have a 50+ yard completion or have 50 rushing yards. And I love that. One or the other. You win either way.
You can also, now when you get into like Super Bowl MVP talk, this is, I think, the year where you can get really cute. Usually with the cute stuff, I'm like, it doesn't, like, if a figure like Mahomes or Brady or, or they're in the Super Bowl, it's like, all right, well, they're going to win. Like, when it's Stafford versus Joe Burrow, one of those 2 guys are probably winning MVP, even though I think it was Cooper Kupp that year, actually. But
it was.
Funny enough. But I think you can get really cute with this one. And then you look at a guy like Christian Gonzalez, if he picks off has a pick 6 against Darnold, has like 2 interceptions in this game. Or like Witherspoon, if he puts Drake May in hell. Like, Witherspoon at 90-1, and then Christian Gonzalez at 100-1. Are kind of staring at me right in the face, saying, "Take me, Super Bowl MVP." But I wanted to raise this question: if you're gonna take these guys as Super Bowl MVP, wouldn't you just take them to score a pick 6 instead, like individually?
Are those odds better?
Well, the odds to score pick 6 are probably worse, I would assume.
They're not that much worse, though.
Okay, then I guess I'd rather do that.
Where you can take.
Well, if you're going to take one of the defensive backs, then yes.
Yeah, if you're taking a defensive back. Because, I mean, if you take, like, Williams or something, and then he gets a bunch of sacks or whatever, like, that's fine. But going through this here, who do we like for first touchdown? I need help. I have no read on this. I would like a squad play, a cast first touchdown right, and we all have to take it.
Well, I know Dylan's going to want to take a Seahawk.
That's fine with me. I'll go Pat or Seahawk. I don't care.
Seattle defense 30-1.
No.
I mean,
not first.
It's Super Bowl.
Not first.
Okay, well, how about we go Kenneth Walker? Does that tickle your fancy, Connor?
That does. Do you like money?
Dylan just ruins these.
He does.
Come on, Dylan. Think.
Cooper Kupp.
Now you're talking.
What is that?
See,
what are the
that's
odds
a buy. You only like it because it's something you like. When I throw out the real options, you're like, oh no, Dylan, I hate. Why are you on this show? I hate you.
Oh, stop that.
Carter asked for your opinion. He doesn't want you to have free will.
I'm a commenter.
Yeah, he did. Carter asked for my opinion, but then when my opinion is something he doesn't like, well, don't act like you're innocent either, Connor. You're the one. No. Seattle defense, no.
I'm fine. Whatever you guys want to do. No, whatever.
Give me
cool.
Cup.
No, I'm not mad.
That's fine. No, I'm not mad. No, I'm fine.
What is Cup? What is the odds? I'm not even looking at it.
Cup is 14-1 at DraftKings or 365.
Yeah, I like that. What about Sam Darnold?
I looked at Sam Darnold. I didn't hate Sam Darnold. AJ Barner.
So you don't want the 30-1, but you want the 50-1.
That's right.
This is just anti-Dylan.
The Seattle defense, I think that's going to be like a late in the game. Drake May's forcing it, maybe a strip sack in the third quarter or something like that.
Julian saying type
first play.
First play. Drake May
Indiana,
scared.
Oregon. Just first play, just right out of the gates, just pick six.
So what are we going with?
Well, yeah, I like all of these.
Cup. I like Cup. We'll do Cup.
All right, Cooper Cup first touchdown. The Karterkast first touchdown plays Cooper Cup.
Can I rifle through? You got more, Carter? I got a couple long shots.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think that this is a Super Bowl. I think I'm gonna F around with some squares.
Ooh.
Find an office pool or something. Don't pay the juice.
Yeah, no. I'll get into a pool. I'm not gonna do a DraftKings square or something like that.
Okay, just making sure.
But
just kidding, DraftKings. Those squares are great. Sponsor us.
That's like if you have to do squares on DraftKings, that's like paying to have no friends. Like you have no friends, so you got to pay DraftKings to get squares.
It's like paying to be in a frat.
Yeah. I have 3 minutes.
All right. Let me rifle through a couple real quick. Both teams successful fourth down plus 300. Love that. Total yardage of all New England touchdowns over 28.5. Now this is a double-edged sword because how many they're going to score, but Drake May loves throwing the deep ball. 28.5 total yardage on touchdowns. Not bad. Player most air yards from single reception. Mac Hollins 8-1. Love that. Longest reception. Mac Hollins 10-1. Final score to have occurred in the past Super Bowl. I got 4-1. First tight end to reach 10+ yards. Arroyo's 14-1. And then I've got Dylan. You'll love this. Will Josh Dobbs play a snap? Yes is 8-1.
No, 8-1.
Yep.
Where
that
was
shoulder
that at?
injury? DraftKings aggravate a little bit. Blowout. Either way. You never know.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking that one.
And then my biggest long shot is record breakers. Any player 15 or more catches. If JSN just goes off, he has a career high 12 receptions on 16 targets the last time he played the Patriots in September of 24. What if Sam Darnold just targets him 20 times in the spot? I don't hate that. It's 40-1.
That's crazy. That's not bad.
Quickly, it's going to be tails for the coin toss this year, by the way.
Wow. Change of heart. Change of heart.
I'm not going big on it, but it's going to be tails. 10 years ago, Panthers Broncos, it was tails. It's tails every time in Santa Clara.
Love that.
That's how it is.
Fine.
What did they say about tails?
It never fails, Dylan.
Yeah, that's what I thought they said.
Dylan, before we wrap up, do we have any more props we need to get out there before we wrap up here?
Triple Crown. May Cup Walker 30-1. May JSN Henderson 65-1. And my personal favorite.
Triple Crown?
Triple Crown. Most pass yards, most receiving yards, most rush yards.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
So my squares: May Cup Kenneth Walker 30-1. May JSN Travion Henderson 65-1. Last one, love this one. Darnold or May, whoever at quarterback is the same odds. Matt Collins, Travion Henderson. That's 400-1.
Triple Crown.
Put $1 on it.
Put $1 on it.
Put $1 on it.
There you go.
Dylan, do you have time
That's
for
all my
Inside
props.
Karterkast, or we got to wrap up?
Let's do Inside Karterkast.
Okay, I knew that's what you wanted anyhow. All right, that's it for the Super Bowl stuff. Real quick, so we had the snowstorm coming to Carolina this weekend. I flew in. I had to change my flight like 20 times or whatever. Flew in, ended up, I was supposed to fly on Saturday, moved it to Friday night, and then I moved it again to Friday morning. Got into Raleigh at like 3 in the afternoon. We're driving back, get back to my place at around a little after 5, and the snowstorm's coming in. Didn't really have a ton of groceries. My wife was out of town. She was back with family and everything out in Idaho. So I was alone at the house, and I was like, I suck at cooking. I don't want to cook.
You can't read.
I can read.
Well, that's what cooking is.
I suck at cooking. We didn't have a lot of stuff from the grocery store or anything. So I was like, grocery stores are kind of tapped out right now. I don't really want to go. So I think I did maybe the fattest move of my life, Dylan. To get by this, I just decided I'd already ate dinner Friday night. Dinner was already done. I went out and got food. So then I was like, well, I need to have food over the snowstorm. So I just ordered 2 Domino's pizzas and threw them in the fridge over the snowstorm.
I think you are
but
a few hundred calories away between calling that meal planning.
But this is where it gets bad, is I ate dinner.
Oh.
And then I go,
yeah, I know.
I need to have the next dinner planned. So then I had ate dinner and picked up a Domino's pizza after dinner to throw into my fridge. And
so
I didn't eat
pizzas.
the pizza. I didn't eat it until the next day.
Meal prep.
That's meal prep, technically. The
like,
gym bros aren't going to like you saying that, but that is meal prep.
But it's still, it's meal prep with a Domino's pizza.
Yeah.
Nope. Don't put any constraints on what you have to meal prep with. It's just the action itself and the planning.
I was thinking something that's better than door dashing. I was thinking something even more egregious.
I just don't think you understand the shame of I just ate dinner and now I'm walking into Domino's and paying for 2 more pizzas.
Better than having it delivered.
Pizza's
I think that's a pro move. Pro move, Karter.
It was a pro move. It was awesome. There's like a foot of snow outside. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I got a nice Domino's pizza.
That I put.
It was great.
Now they do say that cold pizza has half the calories.
I don't like cold pizza.
Oh my gosh! Number 1 breakfast food.
I'm not the biggest fan of cold pizza
Oh
either.
Like,
my
Pop
god!
that maybe in the microwave at least.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
like-
want soggy bread pizza. Yeah, big
No,
fan.
just throw it in the air fryer.
Oh my
Well, yeah.
gosh.
But if you don't have an air fryer, at least microwave it.
And I don't like if you get like a thicker pizza, like a regular hand toss, Papa John's, whatever, cold pizza, those are terrible. But if you're getting like a thin New York style pizza, that's fine cold. Those are good.
Papa John's extra sauce cold. Yeah, I mean there's nothing
Extra
better.
sauce?
Extra sauce is
Are
crazy.
you a psychopath?
Papa John's has the best sauce.
Extra sauce. You are
Extra
on crack.
sauce. I don't care about extra cheese. I don't care about extra pepper. Extra sauce. I want my pizza soaking in sauce.
Dylan,
If it's
that
from
is-
Papa
that is
John's, Pizza Hut, no. I don't like Pizza Hut sauce.
Little Caesars.
No.
There's no
that little-
customizing there.
Yeah,
that
you
little-
get what you get. You're lucky if they don't spit on it.
That Little Caesars sauce, man, they're just stepping on it in the back. And
You're
some
lucky if there is sauce on a Little Caesars.
You know what?
Cheese.
It's grainy. Yeah.
Yeah, you
grainy
know how they
sauce.
when they make wine, you have to step on the grapes or whatever.
We're stepping on tomatoes
That's what
back
they're doing
there.
with the Little Caesars sauce. The black shoes are just smashing it.
I didn't know we hated sauce here. That's kind of crazy.
No,
I
it's
like
just-
sauce, but it's got to be if I go to John's Oblique in New York, I mean that's the best sauce in the game. But a Pizza Hut, Papa John's, Domino's, their sauce is
too much. It's not even that. It's just in general, too much sauce ruins pizza.
Yeah,
period.
It's
too
too
much.
But Connor, you've had the pizzas at the pizzas in Connecticut and New York and everything. You can get almost a tomato pie or whatever, and those are fantastic.
Yes. Now, if it's meant to have more sauce, sure. But on an average, every day, I just get a pepperoni pizza.
Yes.
You can mess it up.
Is
Yeah,
meant to have more sauce subjective? To me, Papa John's pizza is meant to have more sauce.
No, but does Papa John's advertise that? No, you have to specifically request it. It's like, hey, I
Oh,
need
so
more
you're
sauce.
going to a pizza shop in New Haven and they're advertising sauce? They got posters up with
Yes,
just
right,
sauce?
Yeah, red pie. Yeah, they do.
It's called. That's what the pizza is.
That's egregious. No. Papa John's extra sauce.
Could you imagine someone's making a pizza and they're like, they want extra sauce, and they're just getting a whole nother scoop of that Papa John's red sauce, just splattering it.
No, it's like we're taking orders. Let's say we're sitting around for the Super Bowl pregame, and it's like, all right, I'm ordering 6 pizzas. Everybody, what toppings do you want? And Dylan makes them get one with extra sauce, and everybody's like,
I need it on record. I would never do that if it was
Okay,
not
good,
my party
good.
and I was
Dylan.
not ordering. But
Good.
if I'm
Dylan,
ordering
what are the toppings on this pizza before we go?
pepperoni.
Okay, it's just pepperoni.
Yeah, I'm not a.
Thank
I like
you.
barbecue chicken, but other than that, I'm pretty much like cheese,
Pineapple?
pepperoni. No.
I had, it's not bad. Pineapple and cheese sticks. That's actually kind of good. But I wouldn't order that on my own. That's a thing from a specific restaurant and everything. But Hawaiian pizzas.
Yeah.
I can do without. It's gimmicky. It feels
I like bacon. I like bacon on pizza.
Yeah,
yeah.
fine.
I don't like more than 2 toppings on a pizza. I think it takes way too much from the pizza.
Anything more than 2, some would say too much.
I mean, did you see the snow?
That was a lot of snow.
That was a lot of snow.
Ouch.
Ow. Anyhow. All right, well, that does it from us. Make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe at Karterkast on everything. Karterkast college basketball in full swing now, Dylan. You're furious. I know. Dylan's furious. Karterkast college basketball's back.
No, I watched. Is there any reason we didn't talk about Michigan? Or
Michigan's on today's show.
Oh, gotcha. The number 2 team in the nation got a slot in today's show. That's nice.
I got
a shot
Michigan
number
on
2.
Today's show.
Nice,
Connor, you ready for Duke Carolina preview this week? I haven't even texted you, but I need you on. So
I'll make it happen.
Okay. All right. We'll make sure.
Can't wait.
Make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe. We got NBA around the corner at Karterkast and everything. Download SeatGeek. Use code Karterkast. $20 off your first purchase. You're going to the Super Bowl. You're going to drop $4,600. Well, guess what? Use code Karterkast, and you're going to drop $4,580 because you'll get $20 off your first purchase. And you'll definitely hit that $50 minimum requirement with code Karterkast at SeatGeek.com or use the SeatGeek app today. At Wilkerson, Dylan on Threads. Dylan, best balls are done. Golf previews on the Karterkast YouTube channel.
Best balls are actually back because we have majors only best ball. Majors only best ball. So we are doing best ball and we are still doing tournament previews. Waste Management Phoenix Open this week. Some say it's the 6th major. The 5th major being the Players.
I love it. Make sure to follow. Make sure to subscribe. Check it out. I do love it. What do you mean?
You don't love it, but that's
if I didn't love it, then I wouldn't bring it up at the end of the shows.
Tony Finau this week, hole in one. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, hole in one. Made the cut, finally.
About time. At Karter_Sparrow, at Karter, at Karterkast on everything. Make sure to follow, subscribe. We'll be back. Super Bowl reaction show, Karterkast college basketball, golf shows, everything. You know the drill. Go subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.